you're funny.
Like I said. Like I said. Like I said. Do you like my tail?
Like I said.
And we're back for another Iron Rage. I'm Dave Palumbo, joined by Lee Priest, who's snugly back in Australia now from his
yes, snuggly
travels.
is the word because I got the fire going, but it's fucking cold. And I want you to know,
It is cold?
I'm on fire. Yes, it's like 4 degrees this morning. I'm on fire because I've had my 61 grams of caffeine with an added tea. I added a teaspoon and a half of coffee to it in the shaker.
Oh my
I didn't
God.
feel like hot coffee, even though it's cold. I had just put it in the shaker, so I'm ready to go.
Let me
with
ask
my
you a question
caffeine.
about the ISOLYZE coffee. Do you feel that when you do like a serving of that stuff, doesn't it feel like it's got more caffeine than coffee does?
I think so. Whether
It hits me
it's a
way
mental-
stronger.
Yeah, I think whether it's a mental thing or something. And then sometimes I wonder too, I know that, you add hot water to stuff. Sometimes they say, this is just my stupid brain thinking, with vegetables, there's that fine line between steaming them and boiling them. Sometimes I wonder, it's the same with the coffee bean. If it's too hot, it destroys the caffeine. If it's just that lukewarm, you get more caffeine benefits, just like a vegetable. Like I said, I think they had on the radio yesterday, asparagus, if you do it just right, it has more, your body absorbs more. But if you go too far, you lose all those nutrients because there's something they said in it that, releases the chemicals that your body needs if you get it that perfect temperature. So I'm thinking maybe the same with coffee. Yeah, because I used to have a kettle. Have you seen those kettles where it says, I used to have the temperatures for tea. You push a button and the water goes 80 to 90. For green tea, it would go, I think, 70 to 85 in temperature. I had like different temperatures for the different drinks.
You have very sophisticated electronics in your house. Mine are not that sophisticated, evidently.
So maybe I'm thinking if you go too hot on coffee and boiling hot water.
It sounds like a good theory to me. I don't know. It sounds logical.
So maybe just having cooler water with this. The caffeine bean is at its all time. You get the 61 milligrams. You heat it up, you're only getting 42 milligrams.
There you go.
Who knows?
Science by Lee Priest. I love it.
Hey, you can get government grants for shit. I'm going to ask for a couple of $100,000
to study
the coffee bean.
Maybe you should grow your own coffee beans in your backyard.
There is a company I saw on Instagram or something. It says have your own coffee. There's like a company and you can put your own name and logo on coffee and have your own coffee brand.
There you go. Lee Priest. I'll drink a Lee Priest coffee any day.
Lee Priest crazy caffeine, I'll call it.
Before we start, we are having a sale, a Lee Priest sale on speciesnutrition.com. On the website, we have some short-dated ISOLYZE product. Not many units, so they're going to go really fast. The expiration date is the end of July. As we know, these things last longer than that, but we can't sell them after that. So we have caramel macchiato, 22 serving.
Oh, look what I'm holding. Caramel macchiato.
That's actually one of my favorite flavors. And we have
caramel, and people know, don't want to cut you off, but people know caramel is a hard flavor to get. It can taste like, I had a caramel once that tasted like paint thinners. It was that bad, but this one tastes like caramel.
It does. It's hard. You know what it is, Lee? There's no sugar in these products and no carbs. So to make this stuff taste authentic, you have to have a really good flavoring guy. And of course, that costs money. But we don't spare any expenses on flavor at Species Nutrition. We also have one of your favorites, but you haven't tried it yet, cinnamon donut flavored ISOLYZE. Both of these are 22 serving, and I'm afraid to even say the price because as soon as I say the price, people are going to go to speciesnutrition.com and they're going to be sold out. And then people are going to contact my wife saying, what's going on with the sale? And she's going to have to tell them it's sold out. So, guys, don't wait. $24.99. $24.99.
Oh, my God.
That is half price. So, guys, it's very limited amounts. We don't have, I think we have like 150 of one, and we have like maybe 50 units of another. So they're going to go like that. I'm telling you, if you like it, go buy it because I don't want to hear any crying. Lee Priest sale. You don't have to put any coupon code in. You'll see it listed separately to buy those units. Caramel macchiato, cinnamon donut.
And like you said, they don't expire at the end of July. You can still use it after that. But if you're using this correctly, you're going to use this probably before the end of July anyway, that time, if you're using it correctly. And you want results.
I'm so cheap, like sometimes that I don't even know. I have samples from like 2016, like that I never threw out, and I'm still scooping up, scooping it into my shakes in the morning. I'm like, why should I throw this out?
I remember once I found an old bottle of Decca that was expired 5 years. Guess what? I used it.
5 years. I found a bottle of a little vial of Primabol. It's probably the only real Primabol on the planet, and I don't even know where it was. Like in like an old like a shaving bag or something like that. The thing is probably 15 years expired. I bet if I took it, it would still work, But
well, I've done that with tablets. Like, we've had shots in the past and you get an infection, you might go to the doctor and he'll give you amoxicillin or something. Yeah. I mean, I've been in my cupboard once and like years ago I had a bad shot. I'm like, I'm like, what is an amoxicillin?
How old?
Expired 2017. It's still good.
Guys are so much different than women. Like my wife will find something in the cabinet and she's like, I'm throwing this out. I'm like, are you kidding me? I said, that stuff's it's perfectly fine. It's in a jar. And she's like, this thing's got to be... You had this in your house before I even met you. I said, it's fine. It can't be that old. She'll look. It'll be like 2002 is the expiration date on it.
I've done that because when I move, I'll unpack the fridge and take stuff. And I've had stuff there be the same thing. And I'm like, smells okay. There's also remember you have a use by date and a best by date.
Yeah.
And the best by date can go way after. So I'm like that sometimes with meat or that, it'll be like used by the 18th. And it's like the 18th. I'm like, it's okay. 19th. I'm like, hold on, let me smell it. Still smells okay, so something that smells good.
Have you opened a rice box or an oatmeal box and ever seen like sometimes there's little bugs in there?
I like weevils, weevils.
Do you throw it out or do you make it?
Well, I generally throw it out, but I have not looked and cooked it and eaten it, and it tasted the same.
It's protein, that's all, right?
Exactly. I've seen tribes like here in Australia and Africa eat worms out the ground and bugs and witchy grubs. So, and like I said, once they're cooked in the microwave, it's now, like you said, we could call it weevil waffle oatmeal, where you just have your protein and
it's high protein waffle. There you go. I think Tyler, what we're gonna do in the studio is we got to buy some like really disgusting like crickets, like chocolate covered crickets and stuff like that. Yeah, we should do like a see who get Mr. G here one day and we'll make him eat everything and see what.
And what about tarantulas too? Have you seen when people eat tarantulas?
They eat those?
Yeah, there's you can get tarantulas, and I watched them eat them. And the thing is, because they put it in their mouth, like they're crispy, and these hairy legs are hanging out their mouth, and I'm like, just the feeling of it would be like,
they're probably crunchy, Speaking of tarantulas, I actually held a tarantula a couple times. It's a couple reptile shows I went to, and they're really cool. They don't bite or anything like that, but what they have these little fine hairs, and they'll throw their hairs at you or something like that, and they get stuck in your hand, and they're little, very tiny, and it's almost impossible to get them out, and you get this itchy, like uncomfortable feeling for like 3 weeks after that,
There's that one plant that does that. You brush upon and it puts these real white little spikies in, and you can feel them.
Some cacti.
Yeah, but getting them out, like you said, impossible. We can feel it there, so it irritates you.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's like I just did this lantana bush, and my finger here sore. This finger was bleeding. This lantana bush, it's got hooks on it. Like a rose has a thorn.
Right.
These ones, I'll have to take a photo and send you. They're almost like an inch long, and they've got this big spike. And when I put my hand in, it just goes whack straight in, and it catches because it's got a barb on it. Right. And I'm trying to pull it out, and it's like pulling your skin.
It's like a barbed, like his spike. Oh my god!
It's like the crown of thorns Jesus had on his head. So
yeah, there you go. Now, if you look, I want to just tell you, your countrymen or your country animals. I have an albino olive python that's Australian in
did it bite you?
It bit me, and here's the thing about the bite. I don't know if you guys can see it really that well. You can see it? Okay, yeah, you can see it. You see the mouth. That's the top of the mouth, and the bottom of the jaw goes around this way. Now, when I was going into the cage, these are not like normal snakes. A normal snake will rear up and S up, and you can tell it's going to bite you, so you stay away from it, right? Sometimes they're in bad moods. They're hungry. Olive pythons, they kind of just they look at you like they're your best friend, and then when you turn away or you're not expecting it, they chomp on you. And they got these very long teeth because I guess in Australia they eat birds and they have to get through the feathers. And this snake's like 10 feet. It's not that. It was only probably about this thick, but it's long, and it bit me and it wrapped my whole arm. So I didn't panic because I've been bit before. I said to the guy who was working for me, Pablo, I said, Pablo, get your iPhone out, and I want you to film the whole process because I'm going to show people how to get the snake off. You got to spray, some spray on there, and he filming the whole thing. I'm like, this is going to be great. I'm going to play it on the show for Iron Rage today, and I almost couldn't get him off. I had to unravel him, and then we had to spray him. And finally he let go, and I was bleeding, and I had all this. I had all this great footage to show you, Lee. And then, of course, he got so nervous when he did it, he wasn't filming it. Sometimes on your iPhone, you think you're filming it, you're actually off. Yeah. And then when you hit off, you're actually filming. So I got nothing, basically.
Well, go.
Actually, I got a photo.
Go put your hand back in the fucking cage.
Yeah, he's like, do it again. I'm like, no, that's all right.
In the end, we see Dave, he can't get off, so his mate's got the handgun and he's coming over with the gun to shoot it off his wrist.
All these Australian pythons, can't trust them.
You got to watch those Australians. Australians attack when you least expect it, Dave. We're very sneaky.
Put these pictures up, Tyler, here.
It's like the funnel web spider in Australia.
You guys got some nasty.
Have you seen the funnel web spider?
No, I don't. What is those?
Well, the funnel web, it's one of the worst. The funnel web, it's like, people actually get bit because it'll fall in pools. And people go, oh, look, it's dead in the water. But for some reason, it can just hibernate in the water. So they get it out their pool. And if Tyler brings up funnel web, you should see the fangs on this thing. I think it's probably the one that kills the most people. But I think, you got about 30 minutes or so to get the venom. The place down the road from me, the reptile park, they always ask people to bring them in because when it rains, they come out and go into homes. They hop in your shoes. People put their foot in the shoe and.
Oh no way! Holy mackerel!
Yeah, so they milk them. They milk them down there at
and they get the venom.
The reptile park to get the anti-venoms. But if you put up a funnel web, but we also have a trapdoor spider. Have you seen them?
No. What do they do?
They dig a hole in the ground. And they have this little door that just closes. So you'll be walking along or just laying there. Right. The door flops open and they jump out.
No way, really? Holy shit. You guys got some crazy, crazy venomous reptiles and animals in general there. You guys have, the brown snakes kill, right? Yeah, you got some bad people too. But those brown snakes are really dangerous there, right?
And the eastern brown, I think, is one of the deadliest. And we also have the one called black something. Oh, look at that thing. Oh, look at the things on it.
You have the death.
That's how they rear up. See that one on the far right there? That's how they rear up when they go to strike, and they got these fangs on them that look like. Oof.
You got those death adders too out there, right?
Yeah, look at the fangs on the front of that thing. They're like little fucking bird's beaks.
And are those big? I can't really tell size on those. How big are they?
Yeah, about probably the palm of your hand.
Oh, that's pretty big. Yeah, it's a big spider.
And then if you look at the trapdoor one, it's like, the trapdoor, it's like a boom. It's funny the way it comes out. It just waits for its prey in the ground. See that? Look at it, just waiting for you to walk past it in the ground, the little fucker.
You guys have a lot of fucking insects over there, that's for sure. I don't know why Australia has so many insects.
Well, we have the deadliest, I think, out of like.
I heard you got what about those cane toads too? You got a big problem with the toads too.
Yeah, up north, the cane toads. Yeah, look at that thing. Ugh.
Yeah, it's pretty it looks like an evil tarantula. Tarantulas kind of look like your uncle, like this looks like an evil tarantula, this thing.
Well, the funnel web's a bit like the evil looking tarantula, and it's just like angry. When it gets provoked, it just rears on its back legs like a cobra.
Wow. You ever find those things in your house? Oh, there's my, so there I am getting wrapped up with the Isle of Python right there.
Oh, is this before you didn't get the look at Dave with the spray bottle?
I got the spray bottle. I sprayed half that bottle on that thing. It still didn't let go. I got news for you. It took a long time to get that thing off.
Them Aussies are tough, mate. Once we latch on, we don't like. Oh, you can just see it on your hand there.
Yeah, if you would see when that thing let go, the blood that was running, because it's only puncture wounds really, but they have like an anticoagulant in their saliva, so it'll make you bleed more.
So did it start going really tight on your arm?
It has strong jaw muscles, really strong jaw muscles.
The joys of snakes.
But it was funny because the guy who works with me was so nervous because he wanted to get it off of me. I said, stop. I said, I'm fine. Get the camera. This is going to be great footage. I said, I'm all about filming. I'm an actor. I'm theatrical.
And I think it's like anything too. Once you had the initial shock of a bite, and once it's on, then you can calm down and just assess the situation. It doesn't get you. It's a bit like a pit bull on your leg, Dave. Once it's on, you just go, fucking hell.
I might as well get some mileage out of this thing. And he fucked up all the footage, of course.
But that's the good thing. At least it just grabs hold. A pit bull just grabs on and keeps shaking its head.
Oh yeah. Well, the problem was it was bruising my I was feeling it hurts right now. It's not the bite, the bruise, because it's bit down so hard that
I was going to say, when they bite down, do they keep putting pressure on it?
Yes, that's what was bothering me, because they think that they're not. And if you can't try to rip, if you rip them off, you'll rip your skin apart. So you got to kind of finesse them into letting go of them on their own.
Oh, hi, Pipey, just let go.
It's like if I jam you with a fucking 3cc syringe and you try to tear it out of you, you're going to rip your skin. But if I pull it straight out, it's obviously not going to leave as much damage.
I can't wait to see next week when I see Amanda with her new albino purse walking around the house. Snakeskin purse.
Yeah. So I think the snake is sexually frustrated, to be honest with you, because I've been trying to get this freaking thing to breed for 5 years, and I still can't get the thing to lay any eggs. It's very temperamental.
Well, it said, "Fuck you, Dave." And
yeah, exactly. Anyway,
he doesn't like the women you're picking for him.
There you go. That's it. Yeah, he wants a bigger cage. She wants a bigger cage. She's like, "Look, can you fucking give me something a little bigger?"
That's a female. That's a female. Say no more. Can't trust them.
That's right.
Soon as you turn your back.
You have cats. Did you? I used to always have female cats because I thought the females would be nicer. You know what? Male cats are, as long as they're neutered, of course, they're so much better personality. You notice that?
Mm-hmm. I have 6, and I have 3 of each. So, but I've been pretty lucky. All my cats are pretty good. The male, one male, Kylo, who thinks he's a dog, he's probably the most affectionate. But the females are just as affectionate, and the male, I find the males are a bit more feisty than the females. Like, they'll want to try and test the bounds with the others when they're in a mood. But here's the thing: tomorrow's Friday here. I'm driving 7 hours with the wife up north to Queensland to pick up my birthday present. I'm getting 2 American Staffies.
Oh, really? I'm shocked. Dogs?
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll go and drive up there. We meet the guy halfway, stay overnight, get the dogs, and then drive home.
What made you decide to get the 2 dogs?
Well, my wife decided, because she always said, I always keep saying I want a dog to go walking to keep me company and this and that. So I was only going to get 1, but the guy she knows up there is like, he'd only had bred them once, and he's like, oh, yeah, because he knows us well. He's like, okay, you can have the male. And then there's a female too that he wanted. No, I wanted the female, and there's a male. Mm. So he goes, well, can you take the male and just try help me sell it? Because up here, the people that want to buy them are bikies and people like that. He's like, I'm not going to sell to those type of people. So, because they want to use it maybe to fight or use it for like an attack dog and stuff. So I said, well, if we're going to get 2, I can't keep it and then get rid of it. So she's like, oh, can we keep both of them? So I'm like, oh, okay. No. So
let's see.
Yeah. So yeah, it's actually, it's that blue color, that nice gray, that real gray color. Yeah, actually, my female looks just like that. She has a white stripe on her nose, and the male one's just all gray with no stripe. Yeah, so
is she a puppy or is she full grown?
No, only just over 8 weeks, both of them. Yeah, so she'll look like that when she's full grown. Her father and that are actually champions. They're from a champion bloodline, so it's the first group. So the thing is now, I got the cages inside, the crates. I got a friend, because I don't have a front gate, but I got a huge yard. He's coming over to put up a colour-bond fence halfway down the yard. Yeah. But then I got the crates inside, and now I've had to go over and read how to. Now
you'll be walking the dogs 50 times a day. That'll be a new little neurotic OCD thing.
How to bring dogs into the house with cats. How to get them accustomed to each other. So the next 2 weeks is going to be fun. Here, kitty.
How old are the dogs again?
How was that?
How old are the dogs?
About coming on 9 weeks. So they're still puppies.
Puppies get along with everything. Now, those are 2 dogs that were at the gym today. Someone brought in. Those are Frenchies.
Oh, they're cute. Yeah, Frenchie. Cute. There's some nice colours on that one.
Yeah.
Nice markings.
Yeah, they were pretty cute. I filmed it. I was talking to the guy.
Yeah, so when they're puppies, like I said, the first couple of days they're going to and do that. But right now I've had the cats going into their cages, so they're putting their smell in there so they can sort of every time I've had dogs when they're puppies and had cats, takes a day or two they get used to it. But you wouldn't want to bring a grown staffy into the house with cats. It'd be like, fucking toys.
Yeah, probably wouldn't be a good idea now. Usually with puppies,
Well, Jimmy,
puppies are fine. Usually, I find with cats.
yeah. It'll take them a couple of days to work out their boundaries and a few hits to the head, but then they'll be like, Jimmy was meant to look. Oh, who's that one?
That's Baxter.
Oh, look at that. Looks like he's fucking posing for the
Tyler,
camera.
Tyler bought Baxter a $50 fedora to wear because he's doing a TV. He's making a movie with him or a TV series with him. Baxter's.
Hey, I reckon if you got a good looking animal and you can make money with it on commercials or anything, go for it. That's what I say.
Yeah.
The bastards cost a fortune when you really think about the food and the medical.
Maybe you could write a script and Lee can do his puppies can be in the script too. In your little.
I had a vet come look at my cat the last 2 weeks. Because one of my oldest cat got into a fight with the little cat and he got a bit of claw stuck in his head, so it got infected and stuff. So had the vet come 2 weeks ago. It was like $380.
Oh,
it didn't come yesterday because the antibiotics didn't work and he got into another fight and got its eye scratched. That was another $560.
What?
I'm thinking, fuck me, dick.
I thought the vet prices in New York were crazy. That's insane.
Here it's terrible. Well, we went to one of our cats we have clipped because it gets really fluffy, so I get it clipped around its bum and that. But now I've got clippers, we do it ourselves. But just to take it to the vet to get it clipped was like $290.
What? Oh my god!
You got to sedate it a little bit just so you can.
I take my two dogs go every other week to the groomer, and the cat goes once a month. And if I take them all three together, it's like under $100. For all three.
My mum's dog that she just had put down sadly because it was old and that. They used to have the vet come once a month to give it a shot because of it, like arthritis and that.
Yeah.
And I think for that vet to come to her house once a month was like $340 for the needle.
Wow. That was a house.
Hey, I just got a business. I just found a business I can be in. Instead of a vet, I can be like a bodybuilder thing and I can go around to people's houses and give them a shot of test. Yes, I'm going to charge more. I'll be like,
people should just do a business where they pick up the person's pet and they take it to the vet for the person and then they bring it back,
Yeah, good. But I think they'll be like, Lee, how much is a shot of test? I'll say $100. They'll go, but I can get it cheaper. Say, yes, but it's not Lee Priest injecting you.
There you go.
And then we get that. You can ask me information while I'm doing it. If I don't like you, I'll do 1 ml of test, 2 cc's of air. Now, Jimmy was meant to come on today.
I'm waiting for Jimmy to come and do his rant. I don't know. I haven't heard from him. I texted him the link.
He had a truck rant yesterday when I was on live with him. I was at the gym training while he was telling me about the truck. So, but now his thing is, now I was surprised. How's this? Because we're meeting up again, probably in Vegas, Jimmy and I.
What? This is a torrent love affair, Tyler. I'm saying between these two guys.
Vegas. We might go to the chapel of the little white bells.
Oh my god!
Now, wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be funny just for RX if Jimmy and I went into Vegas and got married at the chapel of the little things because it's legal now, so we can actually see what Hey, that would be comical. We could just do it for the fun of it. It's not like we're going to sleep together.
Would Jimmy put a wig on or anything like that? Or?
No, we just go in. We could do the drive-through one where you drive through, get married, and then drive through McDonald's for the reception. But could you imagine it? Could you imagine me and Jimmy there being straight-faced, getting married in Vegas?
Yeah. And then they get married, and then Jimmy would be entitled to half of Lee's fortune that he has accrued. Yeah.
I was shocked though because Jimmy was at the gym training the other day. He was doing benches. He went to 275 and that, and then he shocked me. He goes, "Okay, Lee, I'm off to LA Fitness now." I said,
"What?
LA Fitness? What are you going to LA Fitness for?"
Got to be a girl.
They have treadmills. I'm getting into walking because when we go to Vegas, now we're going to do lots of walking. So Jimmy's going to LA. Jimmy's going to LA Fitness now, and he's using the treadmill every day to get into walking. I said, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm going there now. I'm going to get on the treadmill because I know when we get to Vegas, there's going to be lots of walking involved." So now, which is probably good for his health, Jimmy's now incorporated cardio into his workout.
Now, wait, hold on. When are you going to Vegas? You're going to go to the Olympia? Is that what you said?
Oh, we planned on the Olympia, but it could even be before then because Lex Lewis is talking about coming out there and that he wants me to go on his podcast and stuff. So it could be sooner. So the date isn't set yet, but Jimmy is going all out here. When have you seen Jimmy the Bull use a treadmill?
I've never seen Jimmy the Bull travel so much. He's becoming like
you said, can you play that song? It's got to be love, whatever, by the Olympics or whoever's singing that song. It's like Jimmy's in love. When you do something for someone like that, he's like, I'm going to do the treadmill to keep up with Lee.
Well, he doesn't realize in Vegas. Well, I guess Vegas there is a lot of walking because those hotels are huge. If you go to the hotels.
Well, I told Jimmy that's the thing though. There'll be a lot of walking, but of course a lot of the hotels are connected. We can do it indoors. And I said, if you get a bit tired, Jimmy, we'll just stop near the poker machines, get your free alcohol, tip him $1, and we'll keep walking.
You should get him one of those. Lee, why don't you just push him around in a wheelchair? That would be even funnier. He could put like an eye patch on or something like that, and you could wheel him around.
Yeah, we could get into all the handicap places easy. Jimmy's on. Here he comes.
Oh, we got him. All right. I almost ended the show. I'm glad he joined us. Jimmy, what's up?
I do not see him.
Oh, are you giving us did we lose him? What happened?
No, it said Jimmy the Bull. Jimmy the Bull. It came up on my screen.
It came and went.
Hold on.
There he is.
Harry.
What happened?
You got to turn your camera on.
Yeah?
Yeah, put your camera
Yeah,
on.
we can hear you. We can't see
How
you.
come I got no volume?
What are you in a toilet bowl or something like that?
We can hear you, Jimmy, but
You
not
sound like
see
you're
you.
in like a lima bean can or something like that.
Have you been kidnapped, Jimmy? What's
He's in
the
the trunk.
ransom?
He might be in the trunk of someone's car for all we know.
He could be under that truck that has no brakes.
Yeah, can you hear me?
We can
Yeah,
hear you,
we
but
can
you
hear
sound
you.
like you're in a tin can.
Yeah, well, that's me in technology.
All right, that
Yeah.
sounds better, but now let's see if we can get a visual image on you, too.
We have
You
no
can't see
video.
me?
No, we can't
No,
see.
not unless you're a grey person standing in a circle.
Turn the camera on.
Hold on. My camera is on.
You got to go in the settings and pick the right camera.
It's Jimmy's first time.
Yeah. He does this every week. We can.
Tap to speak. What the fuck is this shit here? The thing says, how about,
This is actually more entertaining.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I like to watch Jimmy's emotional state of his face when he's telling a
I
story.
know. Exactly. Jimmy, what have you done?
You might have to
Stop.
maybe you have to leave the link and come back to it.
I see him.
Oh, you see him? Okay. We got you.
We see it. We see him.
you got me?
Yeah. We got you.
Yeah. Now, Jimmy, I've already preempted that we're going to Vegas, and I said, who knows why we're in Vegas for laughs. We might go to the Little White Chapel and get married while we're there. but I've just told him the breaking news, Jimmy. Tell him about your LA fitness and what you're doing now.
Are you training for Vegas? Is that true?
Look at Jimmy. Look at Jimmy. He's even looking thinner in the face already.
Yeah.
Look at him.
He's probably going there. There's probably some girl there he likes, Lee. I don't believe he's going to train for Vegas.
No.
I am. I listen, ever since I got back from California, I was like, I must be like really out of shape, you know? So now what I'm doing now is I'm hitting the gym with a friend of mine, and then I'm going right to LA Fitness and I'm on the treadmill. So I go into LA Fitness and there's this dude there. I walk in, I says, can I just train for the day? I've never been in my life. So the guy goes, the two kids go, well, we don't know about day passes. I said, well, I want a day pass. Talk to the manager. So I go over to the manager, and it's just this big dude, and he's sitting there, and I said, listen, I just want to go on a treadmill. I had my work pants on, my boots. I said, I'm going to go home, I'll change. He goes, I said, what's your name? He goes, Steve. I said, I'm Jimmy the Bull. He goes, holy shit, Jimmy the Bull. I guess he didn't recognize me. I don't know. He's like, yeah, go ahead, go on the treadmill. I competed in the Olympia, and he was showing me all these pictures. And
Who is he?
Steve something. He's a big black guy, huge. And he said he knows you, and he worked for Jubach for a while.
Oh, not Steve Lorius, was it?
What's his name?
Steve Lorius?
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
Small waist?
Yeah.
Big arms?
Huh?
Small waist,
Yeah.
big arms? It's got to be him.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Good
He
guy.
said he said he had a falling out with Aaron Singerman.
Yeah, well, I don't.
And,
surprise.
I don't know. And then like he said he knew you too. I don't know.
Yeah, no, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Yeah, he's a good guy. Really good physique. Very good physique.
Yeah, he looked really, he looked good,
He's got crazy proportion. Yeah.
And so I was sitting there, and he says, Jimmy, he goes, you look good. I says, well, I'm not really that good. I said, because I just got back from California.
Pull up Steve Lorius' things. See if he says the manager at LA Fitness.
I said, I was just with Lee Priest over in California. I said, he got inducted into the body and told him the whole story, And I says, and then Lee, we decided to go to, Venice and the Universal Studios. And I said, he was walking and I was huffing and puffing and fucking, I said, I was fucking dying. I said, so I said, please, I gotta use the treadmill here.
So you got a connection. So you got a connection now in LA Fitness, is what you're saying.
Yeah, you imagine? So I didn't know I knew about it in that fucking place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I figured it's all young generation. They don't know who the fuck.
You got to go there while you're doing the show. You got to get him on the show. We can put him right on as he's working there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him on the show, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And so anyway, make long story short, he says, yeah, go ahead, don't worry. He goes, you could
Yeah, is that him?
Let me see. Hold on.
Put your glasses on.
That looks like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the gym? That looks like the gym, too.
That looks like the gym. Hold on.
It looks like he's got a good physique.
Oh, he's got a great fit. You know Steve Lorius. He's great.
He
Great
looks
classic guy.
He looks a bit like Brian Buchanan.
Yeah. Don't you remember he did he win the Arnold? He was second at the Arnold or something like that? He was good. Real good.
Anyway, yeah, that looks like him. That looks like the gym, too.
Yeah, that's why Tyler pulled it up, because he thought it looked like LA Fitness.
Yeah, that looks like LA Fitness, yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
Anyway.
Small world.
Small world, right, Dave?
Yep.
I had no idea, man. So, anyway, he's letting me train for like 3 weeks on the arm, he said,
Okay.
He can't do, it's corporate, so he can't, he's only can do so much, I said, no, that's cool. 3 weeks is good. So I'm actually going there today. Plus he was off Tuesday. And I'm gonna and he's gonna sign me in the computer, and I'm gonna film it. I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay.
So the first day I went on Monday, and that's when I met him, and I was on a treadmill, and he was like, then there was these two girls there, and he was introducing me to the girls, and he's like, this is Jimmy the Bull, the strongest motherfucker I've ever. And the one girl says, I know who you are. She goes to bathroom, right? So after all
Jimmy, don't get distracted. You're there for a mission, mate. Don't get distracted.
No. So here's the funny part, Lee, right? So after all this introduction and, building me up in the strongest band, blah, 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 so I went up on the treadmill first time, and I'm doing the treadmill. The first 5 fucking minutes, I'm like,
how fast were you going?
These motherfuckers are going to find me dead on the treadmill up here on the ground, the great Iron Bull, flat out, fucking gone, But I forced myself. I kept doing it, and I got better as I went. And then I did 15 minutes, and then I did like the cool down, and I took like the really long steps in the end, And I enjoyed it. So I'm going tonight. I'm going to hit the gym now.
You know what we should do now is when you're on the treadmill next, we'll go live because I can go on live. And what I'll do is I'll film myself walking in front of you, so you feel like you've got to catch up to me.
Let me tell you, man, I'm training for this event because we go to Vegas, man.
Now, what are you going to Vegas for? I haven't gotten that whole. It's been very mysterious.
We're getting married.
This whole trip.
We're getting married. I told you.
We're going to the
little white chapel. It's legal now, Dave. It's legal. Jimmy and I can get married.
Everything's legal now, evidently.
The funny thing is, just for laughs, we could do it legally and be married and be standing there. Imagine us a straight face.
Then you'll be like Big Ram. You'll have 2 wives, Lee.
Do you take Jimmy the Bull to be your husband? We'd be like, see that straight face, Jimmy. This is serious.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're joining the times, right, Lee? Fuck it. We got to join the times.
That's right.
Yeah. That way we can throw that card out there.
It's a no judgment zone, guys. You can do whatever you want.
We'll be like, you're not going to give me a job because they have a husband and I'm gay? Is that the reason why I can't get a job?
So what's this whole special announcement you have to
bodybuilding.
make? What's the special announcement?
That was it. That we're going to Vegas.
I thought there was something bigger.
What do you mean bigger? Bigger than leaving?
I thought you were going to say
Vegas?
you're running for Senate or something like that, Jimmy, or something like that. I don't know.
What's any bigger news than Jimmy using a fucking treadmill? Jesus, you're hard to please. You can't. Jesus.
Yeah, I have high expectations, especially after yesterday's after hour show with Richard Rodriguez. I have very high expectations.
Oh yeah,
Richard Rodriguez finger. Like, Jimmy, if I make a call right now, Jimmy, I can have you, Flex Wheeler, and Marky Wahlberg disappear. I make a call right now.
Yeah, Dave, I'm sorry. What happened was I was going to come on. I came on the show, and I was just waiting there a little bit because you were, that guy was talking a lot, so I didn't want to interrupt him. But while I was waiting, the fucking guy in the payloader lost his brakes and ran into my fucking trailer.
Let me ask you a question, Jimmy. I've never seen such a poor assortment of trucks. These trucks, they lose brakes, tires fall off. Things fall apart. They leak water. What's going on here? Why are these trucks in such poor, disarray?
And they're on the road.
And they're on the road driving. I know, dangerous.
What happened was
I
went to go pick up the fucking trees at this farm way out east, and they loaded it up so heavy, and the landing gear was too low. I couldn't get under the fucking the trailer. So the old man that was there, he's like 80 years old. He's like, I'll get the payloader and I'll come under the trailer and I'll lift the trailer up so you can get the leg. I said, great idea. So he fucking just I came on. I was going to come on the show, and the guy, all of a sudden, I see him coming with the payloader, and I see him just go wham, like into the trailer. And I'm like, what? God. I says, what the fuck? So I had to get off the show. I had to go over there. The guy looked like he was going to have a fucking heart attack. Broke my fucking glad hands off. I had no brakes on the trailer. Fuck the whole thing. I had to wait for a mechanic. Forget it. It took hours to get home. Hours.
Jimmy was there. Jimmy was there like this.
Oh yeah, I was trying. Yeah. So I'm trying to put the landing gear up. I had to go from 12 to 6, and then 6 to 12. Yeah, that's the way. So this young mechanic guy comes over. He didn't even look like he lift weights, right? And he grabs the landing gear. And he's just going like this with the landing gear. And I'm looking at him. And the old guy, the 80-year-old man goes, Jimmy, what happened? He goes, what? He goes, I'm embarrassed here. He says, look at this kid. The kid was just cranking the fuck. And I was struggling with it. So I'm like, I said, I don't know. I said, I'm a little crippled. You know what I mean?
Jimmy's only been on the treadmill.
A better story, Jimmy, would have been if the 80-year-old guy went there and started cranking the fucking thing. That would have been way funnier.
But Jimmy, you got to remember, you just benched 275 and you done the treadmill. Come on, you're a bit tight.
Well, I gotta say, I was cranking on 275 the day before, and I got my shoulders are all fucked up, so I can't. That movement is very hard for me.
Yeah.
I could push, I could pull this way, but this movement for some reason just destroys.
Because you probably have no rotator cuff left. That's why.
Yeah, I could. Like I said, I had the handle at 12. I push it to 6. Then I got to get on the other side, and I got to curl it to back. And here goes this little mechanic. The guy was 4 foot tall, and he grabs the handle, and he's going like this with the fucking handle. And I'm looking at him, and I said, you know what? I'm glad I'm never going to see these guys again. It bothered me all fucking night.
You can't even hold a cell phone to your head. So what do you expect? You have no rotator cuff.
Yeah, I got nothing left, I guess. You know what I mean? So
Jimmy,
anyway.
when you got home, Jimmy, how many cc's did you have? How many Enadrol did you pop?
I actually took the bottle out of the safe and I put it on my desk. So it's one step closer for me to do it. After yesterday, when I seen that kid cracking that handle, I was like, look, Jesus Christ. He wasn't a young guy either.
Maybe you should do some function, Jimmy. Maybe you should start doing some functional training. You know what I mean? Like lifting barrels up over your head and like cranking, cranks and doing stuff that actually will functionally make you, more, be able to do your job better.
Wax on, wax on,
That's
wax
right.
off,
There you
wax on, wax on.
Lee
I
has
got
an old
news for you,
car you
Dave.
can clean up. Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
in my Kenworth, I have two window switches. They're a top over here.
Yeah.
I can't even get the fucking window switch. I got to grab my other hand and I got to shove my
That's
hand
what I
up
was
there to
doing
get
before I had my shoulder replacement, Jimmy. Same thing.
It's bad, man.
Yeah.
I sleep at night. My fucking arm falls asleep. I gotta pull it over. I wake up in pain.
You're gonna need a shoulder replacement. That's exactly what you're gonna
But
need.
Dave, you got to admit, looking at Jimmy today, it must just because he's not in the truck and stressed out. Jimmy does look younger and healthier today. I must.
He does
say.
look very vibrant today. I'll agree, and he's smiling a lot too, even though his truck broke down.
I probably still got a little, jet lag, so I'm
No, because now you're looking forward to your next trip with Lee. It's like you're all excited about it, like a little kid,
Imagine
I'm
Lee and Jimmy in Las Vegas. What could go wrong?
So I figured it'd be a lot better in Vegas because at least we could walk around the casinos, we could stop and we could eat once in a while. You know what I mean? Like
That's what I said. Have a few.
Jimmy,
have a
who are you
few.
kidding? You won't be eating. You'll be drinking a lot of alcohol, but you won't be eating anything. That's for sure.
I will be drinking, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
We're in Vegas. I got to be drinking. You know what I mean?
Now,
So-
Lee, you don't drink. What if Jimmy tries to take advantage of you in his drunken state?
Well, I guess I can't blame the alcohol then, can I? I just have to say, hey. I took one for the team. Well, after all, Dave.
In Vegas, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. That's right. Yeah.
Dave, and after all, he will be my husband. So
Oh,
what's wrong
that's
with that?
true. You have to conjugate. Yeah, you gotta consummate the marriage. I forgot.
Oh my god. Yeah. So
I don't know how your missus will feel about
Lee's
that.
blushing a
If
lot,
she says
too.
anything. Jimmy's missus and my missus will be like, you two are in Vegas with all the girls, blah, blah, blah. And then we come on live and go, we weren't here with girls. Jimmy and I got married. Surprise!
yeah, that would be considered cheating, wouldn't it, Lee?
No.
Well, Lee, I said Lee would
It's
be
not-
like
it's not
Rami.
like-
He'd have two husbands or two wives now.
It's not like we left them for other women, so they can't.
No, you
get
got one of
jealous.
each now. You got a husband and a wife. It balances itself off, right?
And what's better than having a husband that can spot you, train with you, go walking with you?
Well, Jimmy better start getting that walking up to snuff because he can't keep up with you right now. That's for sure.
I'm going tonight.
Because
I'm
I'm
going
an animal
tonight.
in the bedroom, Jimmy.
No. Don't tie Jimmy's penis to a coffee table, whatever you do, please.
I got to say, Dave. So yesterday, I got home late because of that whole bullshit thing. So I couldn't do the treadmill or anything. But I'm gonna go tonight. So my boss tells me last night, can I take the tractor, another tractor, in the morning? It's got no insurance, nothing on the fucking thing. Take it out to the farm, right? I'm like, all right, I'll take the back roads. I'll do it for you, So I'm there 4 o'clock in the morning. I get in the truck. I start it. No fucking headlights. 4 in the morning. So I said, you know what? I'm going to call this prick up. I called him up 4 o'clock in the morning. He's answering, I said, yeah. I said, you got no headlights, Cliff. No headlights. He goes, what do you mean no headlights? I said, how many different ways can I mean it? You got no fucking headlights, bro. There's no. He goes, well, there was headlights yesterday when I drove it there. I said, you had your headlights on in the daytime? I said, there's no fucking I said, well, maybe you had your headlights on yesterday, but you got no fucking headlights on now. I got to go. I'm splitting. I left the truck there.
Oh, no.
Jimmy's driving.
I'm surprised you didn't try to drive it without the headlights, Jimmy.
Jimmy's driving down the road like this with his iPhone.
Yeah, I know.
Going the torch on.
I might have attempted it, but no insurance, there's nothing.
No, you would have been in jail. You would have been in jail. Yeah.
If I would have got pulled over and the officer would have right now, DOT is going crazy. They're all over the place, man. They got all this shit set up everywhere. You got to take all the back roads now.
Right.
And now they're getting smart now. So when you go around the DOTs and you're going through the back street and you come back out the exit, they're waiting over there too now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's bad, really bad. So I didn't want to take the chance.
Well,
I get pulled over. No registration, no insurance, no headlights.
You seem very calm, so I like that. I like the calm Jimmy the Bull. I'm glad you're training for your honeymoon with Lee Priest in Vegas, and you'll have to let us know what weekend you'll be there. We want to make sure we send flowers and everything.
I was in the hospital the other day. You know that.
Yeah, oh yeah, I
I
forgot.
know.
Yeah, another emergency room trip. Yeah, what was the final outcome of that? Nothing, right?
You know what it was? You know what put him there was the shock of me asking him to marry me.
Yeah, that's right.
It really
yeah.
floored
He
him.
had a heart. He thought he was having a heart attack. Yeah.
So, make a long story short.
He telling me that during the day he's having a stroke. I said, you're not having a stroke. You don't have any paralysis on any side of your body. But he wouldn't listen to me. He had to go to the hospital anyway. Then they did an EKG. They told him his heart is too slow. I showed it to my cardiologist friend. He said there's nothing wrong with his heart.
He just worded it wrong. Having a stroke and stroking oneself are two different things.
Well, Lee, Jimmy's hand doesn't get close enough. You might have to help him out a little bit,
I know, you better get that shoulder fixed, buddy. I don't know how you're going to do a fucking reach around like a cripple. What the fuck?
You have to be 6 feet away from him for him to do it.
with one of those claws, one of those claw things.
He'll use a
like I'm
reacher,
getting
a reacher, Lee.
Be like I'm getting jacked off from the robot he lost his face.
Anyway, what happened was, if I could just tell you this quick story.
Yeah, all right.
I blew a cork. It was 5 o'clock in the morning. I got in the truck. The whole truck was fucked up. I had no drop axles. The exhaust was leaking in the. I couldn't make.
This is a different truck. Hold on. This is not the truck without the headlights, right?
Different truck.
Okay.
So he wanted me to take it. I don't like this truck. I said, all right, I need the money. Fuck it. I took the truck, So I'm going down the road. The thing don't make a full right. I had to turn the truck. I was on the fucking medium. The drop axles don't,
Gotta make 4 lefts, right?
Leak. I had to keep the windows closed because anyway, I pulled over. I lost it, man. I fucking lost it. I was like, you motherfucker, you made me take this truck, you motherfucker. I'm banging on the tail, you motherfucker, I'll kill you, I'll strangle you, you motherfucker. I was fucking lost it, right? All of a sudden, I got myself together, and I was dizzy as fuck, right? I'm like, this first time ever, Dave, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying to myself, holy shit. I said, I'm fucking dizzy. I said,
he probably hadn't eaten anything since the day before, Lee, if I know Jimmy. Yeah.
So I said to myself, I must have gave myself a mini stroke. I said, right? So I drove to the 7-Eleven. I get out, and as I'm walking in the 7-Eleven, I was like walking crooked, trying to go get coffee, And then I grabbed the donut, and I was shoving the donut down my fucking throat. I figured the donut would bring me around. It wasn't working. So
Tyler's dying over here.
So most of the day I was.
The funniest thing was though, when Jimmy's in the hospital, he keeps sending me videos. He laid in there for how long? There isn't a person around.
No, it was like he was desolate. It was like a scene from a movie, right? Like the zombie movies where everyone's killed.
There was a zombie holocaust. But the thing you got to take from this story is, did you go back to hear what he said? I hate the truck. It's a deadly truck, but I needed the money. See, I caught on early. Jimmy would do anything for money.
So listen, here's the other thing now. So now I think I have a stroke all fucking day. So it was towards the night. I was eating. I couldn't really come around. So I said I must have had a fucking stroke. That's why I called you and I said, Dave, I think I got a fucking stroke. And
Yeah.
And all day long I was doing the tongue like this.
Feeling his arms.
Because
Did you go? Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
So, I googled it, and it says, where it gets better. So I'm doing this in the mirror, right? I'm out here, all right. I'm raising my arm. I'm doing the finger thing like
Maybe
this,
that's why you can't crank the thing. Maybe you had a mini stroke. That's why you can't do the crank.
What happened?
Maybe you really did have a stroke, and that's why you can't crank that crank.
No, I got fucked up shoulders. So anyway, now I talk
Weakness.
to myself. What's up, bro? How you doing? I said, how you doing? the bar? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if they're open. I have no idea. I just pulled in the park. I'm on the phone. I'm at a topless bar.
Oh.
He's asking me.
He's
asking me.
Oh, he thought you were the security probably there, right?
Oh, that's okay. He's just having his
pulled in. I had
bachelor's
to pull
party
off the
before our wedding.
I'm at this place to see. Anyway, listen. So I decided to go to the hospital, right? So on the way, I'm having fucking stress attacks because
Right.
I'm thinking about that nurse that's there. Because every time I go there, she breaks my balls.
Right.
When last time I went there, I told her I was having a heart attack. She said, you're not having no fucking heart attack. She ain't got me my Lanta, right? So now I'm flipping out. On the way to the hospital, I'm saying, this bitch is going to be there. I said, she's going to say, what are you here for now? And I'm going to fucking lose it. But anyway, thank God she wasn't there. So I go into the emergency room. I go in the what is that thing? The triage. And I'm sitting there for a fucking hour by myself. And I'm saying, these motherfuckers are watching me on the camera. They know it's me out there. And they're saying, fuck this guy. Leave him in the fucking
Now you get
triage.
paranoid, yeah.
Jimmy keeps sending me these videos going, Lee, look, there's no one around.
Yeah.
He goes, I've been here an hour and there's still nobody in here. It was just deserted, just Jimmy laying in a bed, machines everywhere,
Exactly.
not a soul inside. I said, just start treating yourself, Jimmy. Fucking go for it.
No, so then the nurse finally comes out after an hour. And she says, are you waiting for somebody? I said, am I waiting for somebody? I said, isn't this the triage? She says, well, how'd you get in here? I said, the door's wide open. The garage door's wide open. What do you mean, how'd I get in here? She goes, you're supposed to ring a bell. What? I said, what bell am I supposed to ring? I said, I never rang a bell here before. So all of a sudden, then they came in and they took me in and all that. And then the kicker was the little Chinese guy came over, Dave, right?
Oh, no.
Oh, he was there
Not
again.
him.
The same guy comes over and he's got the little thing with the IV getting ready. And I said, whoa. I says, ain't you the same dude that did the IV last time? He says, yeah, that's me. I says, there's no fucking way you give me an IV. You're not giving me I don't want no fucking IV from you, right? He says, well, you got to
Jimmy's like,
IV.
I'll have the stroke.
The fucking nurse came over. She goes, you need an IV. I says, I don't need no IV. I said, if you guys are going to admit me and I need drugs, give me the IV. I said, no, I don't want no fucking IV. Well, he's got to take your blood. I said, I'll give him one shot to take my blood. The little Chinese
That guy was
said,
probably shaking like a leaf. He was probably so scared.
Yeah.
yeah, I told him there's no way you're touching me.
You have
There's no
I've
fucking
noticed
way.
you have terrible relations with the Asian population. You ever noticed that? You have very bad experiences with the dentist, the guy who draws your blood. You're always getting almost sideswiped by the guys in the white vans with all the you don't.
The dentist.
I think
Yeah,
this
you
goes.
remember the last dentist I had? There was that 400-pound lesbian broad.
Right.
She fucking got a. You remember that story?
Yeah, she had her tits in your face. She said.
Yeah. So if she would suffocate me with her fucking tits, I couldn't breathe.
And say you have problems with Asian people. I don't know what your problem is.
I think it goes back to Pearl Harbor.
I don't think he was around for Pearl Harbor. Yeah. All right.
Doesn't
well,
matter, Dave. He was a Marine. He
that's true.
He has trauma from
Look, I'm glad you two are going to have another chance at spending some quality time together alone. Maybe you'll share a room this time as opposed to get your own hotel rooms now that you'll be married and everything like that. It should be acceptable, right? That you guys can.
It'll be legal in the eyes of the Lord, Dave.
So anyway, Dave, the guy after they did the EKG, they did the EKG, the blood, the fucking piss, all that shit,
Yeah.
right? And the lady comes over after like 3 hours, and she says, "Did anybody ever talk to you about your heart?" I said, "Oh shit!" I said, "No, I never." She says, "The last time you got an EKG, they didn't tell you about your heart." I says, "Well, just tell me about my heart now, please. What happened with my heart?" She says, "Well, your heartbeats are very, very slow." I says, "Yeah, is that bad?" And she says, "Well, it ain't really that good either." She said, "It's in the 50s." I said, "Well, what does that mean?" She goes, "Well, we don't want you to just like drop dead. You know what I mean?" I said, "Really?" I said, "Well, as long as it's fast, I really don't give a fuck. But now that you're talking about it, what kind of heck? How do you fix?" She goes, "Well, it might be an electrical thing. I said, "Well, how do you fix that?" She says, "Well, maybe with a pacemaker." A pacemaker? I said, "No. I ain't doing none of this shit, right?"
You got nothing wrong with you. You're looking for problems. I don't understand what the issue is.
Now I know
telling me a fucking
why Now I know why Jimmy FaceTimes me so much, because when he sees me, his heart flutters and it goes
he gets
fast.
an arrhythmia going. You cause arrhythmias in him, right, Lee?
No, I make it beat faster when he sees me. So he's
So I went out and I bought that fucking thing Lee, that goes on the finger. I got it. I bring it everywhere.
Tyler, you know what's
I
going to happen? They're going to go to Vegas together, and the two of them are going to go to the emergency room together because Jimmy will be drunk. God knows what Lee will be doing. Too much coffee. They'll both think they're having a heart attack, and they're going to have to go to the emergency room together. Now, that'll be a video that I would have no problem putting up on RX Muscle right there. Jimmy and Lee together in the emergency room with their wedding rings on and everything like that.
Who can get the worst EKG score or something?
Who can get the worst prognosis from the doctor? And Flex Lewis will have to pick you guys up and take you to the because neither one of you will be able to drive because you're going to be too debilitated.
Flex Lewis can be our best man at the wedding.
He'll be your witness.
So Dave, now they want to send me a heart monitor. Now they want me to wear this fucking heart monitor now.
Look, you're a hypochondriac anyway. You might as well wear it. What the hell? See what happens.
How am I a hypochondriac?
You and Lee go to the emergency room way too much.
Wear the heart monitor, Jimmy.
I told you, Jimmy, there's a simple test. If you think you're dying or something's wrong with you, drink a glass of red wine. If it goes away, then you're fine. If it gets worse or you still feel bad, then you can go to the hospital after that. That's the rule.
I want Jimmy to wear the heart monitor. I do not want to get married and become a widow in the same year.
I guess I'm gonna. So they told me they're gonna mail it to me. It's been fucking days already. When am I getting this heart monitor?
Jimmy,
you're getting the heart monitor the next time you get a biopsy for your skin cancer on your back that no one ever contacted you about.
Jimmy, forget Dave. Jimmy, do it for me.
Lee doesn't want to become a widower,
If you love me, Jimmy, you'll wear the heart monitor.
All right, hold on. Remind people again. Speciesnutrition.com. We have a special sale, a Lee pre-sale. We have some short-dated product. It's going to be expiring at the end of July. Of course, it's still good after that, but we can't sell it after
Caramel Macchiato.
Caramel Macchiato, 22 serving, and 22 serve cinnamon donut, $24.99. And remember, if you spend more than $100, you get free shipping on the site. So, guys.
And make sure you buy it so Dave can get Jimmy and I a nice wedding gift.
I'm just telling people, I know it's going to sell out like that. So as soon as you see the show, you better head over there and buy this stuff. So, all right, Jimmy, I'm glad that you're still alive. Lee, you look like you're in good spirits. Good luck with the dogs this weekend, picking them up, and you'll have to send them pictures to us and post them on your Instagram. Did you hear, Jimmy, that Lee's getting dogs?
Dogs commonly known as Jimmy and Lee's children. Thank you, Dave.
Are you going to name them Jimmy and Lee? What are their names?
That's a secret. That's a secret.
They're going to be like Luke and Leia or something like that. I know Lee. That he'll do something like that.
Bjorn, and Nevaeh.
Oh, what's Nevaeh? Where did you get that from?
I had a dog called Nevaeh before. That's heaven backwards.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Oh, nice. I like that.
Nevaeh.
You like that, Jimmy? Do you approve of our children's names, Jimmy?
Yes.
I'm sorry I didn't write our children's names.
I like Luke. I like Luke and Leia better. I think that would be more appropriate, given all your other Kylo and all the other names.
Listen, this is between Jimmy and I. These are our children.
Are you going to breastfeed them, Lee?
I already told you the sexes, so Jimmy and I can't really have our gender reveal party
that's
now.
Right,
so
that's
it's
right.
like
well, I got to go pick up some kids with my wife. So,
hey,
guys,
Dave, I got a question before you go. What's with the American flag on my picture there?
Tyler put it up there. He thought it was appropriate because he knows he knows you're very patriotic.
I like that. I like that.
Good.
Someone's going to say it's over the wrong way, backwards. You got the stripes or the stars in the wrong corner.
My father, probably about a couple months before he died, I had him in the doctor's office, and he went up, and there was a guy wearing some kind of Marine Corps shirt, but the flag was like all kinds of. It was like the flag, but it was like all kinds of all over the shirt. And my father said, "That's a sacrilege to the flag." I don't even know where my father got this fucking information. He goes, "That's a sacrilege to you can't desecrate the flag and change it." He says to the guy was in another world. The wife starts screaming at my dad, "What are you saying? My husband was in the Marines or some kind of whatever, army for 40 years or something like that. What are you saying to him?" My father's like, "That's a sacrilege to the flag." And I'm like, "Dad, shut up." I'm like, what are you starting? I'm like, my father's insane. I'm like trying to tell her, and she's screaming at my father. My father he's like, "Sit down, you need to lose 50 pounds. He's telling the lady. Now, my father's completely demented. Probably the guy is too. The woman's the only one who's not. And I'm like mortified, But
Yeah, but he's right. Your father was right.
I think he was
Dave.
right, though, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. You're
I'm-
not supposed
I'm
to
the
change
same
and
way.
alter it. Yeah, right?
Yes.
Lee, what are you doing?
I just,
What are you pulling your lightsaber out?
I just looked at the time at 6:35. I was meant to meet my mate at the gym
All
at
right,
6:30
go.
to train.
I got to wrap this up. I love you guys, man. Thanks for joining us. Remember, check out the Species Nutrition sale at speciesnutrition.com now. I'm Dave Palumbo with Lee Priest, Jimmy the Bull. We'll see you next week.
Love you guys.
Talk to you all later. Bye.
I'll see you later, honey.
All right. Bye, honey.